Welcome to Tush Twins, heard exclusively on malcolmpresents.com, a
Hmm.
streaming service or streaming platform that is heard around the world and beyond.
And
Welcome, guys,
beyond into the universe. So,
beyond into the universe.
well, I'm just gonna say we are the mighty Tush twins, right? Because if you
Ooh.
mess with us, you'll get a swift kick in the tush.
That voice is Maxine, and above that is Paula, or we call a lot of names, which will.
Rusty, Bunny Rusty, Rustolium, all sorts of things.
And I'm the
Auntie
host,
Cuckoo is her favorite.
and I'm your host,
Auntie
Malcolm
Cuckoo's
Berman.
my favorite name.
Right.
Yes, I
Who
have to
gave you who
admit.
gave you that one?
Abby.
Okay, just so we know, it's on the record now.
It's on the
Um,
record, Auntie
uh,
Cuckoo, because she thought I was cuckoo.
yeah,
She thought, or she knew.
She knew.
she knew since because we were this is since we're 14 years old. I mean,
Yeah.
since we're like really young. We used to watch the kids,
How
the
did you guys meet?
twinsies.
Do you remember that, the first meeting?
The first meeting of
Yes.
us, I
Yes, we
punched
were
her
in
in the stomach
utero.
with my knee when I was in utero.
Utero.
No, I'm
Did your
kidding.
families get together, or
Of course, our
Our,
you
families
met
knew
on the
each other.
street?
No, our
our
families knew
families
each
were
other.
friends. Our moms were friends. They were in a sisterhood at the temple
Right. And
through
they
Betty
also,
Pitt,
right, there was a whole slew of people. The 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 Pitts, the
the
Pulevskis, the
Stones, the
Stones, the
Pulevskis, the
Dorfs,
Maliks.
yeah, it was they had a group of friends. It was like 12 couples or something like
Yeah, something like that.
and they
They were all at
all
everyone's weddings.
and everyone was like everyone had parties, we all got together, the kids got together. It was like one giant Brighton Beach Yenta
And
fest.
every Saturday and Sunday, we all go to Bay 5, left to the
Left to the
lifeguard,
lifeguard.
straight. That's where we all meet. We
Yep.
go down Bay 5, we go to left to the lifeguard, go straight,
And
and
that
there
is that
everyone
Ocean
is.
Parkway, Bay 5,
No, it's
No,
Brighton Second
it's
Street,
right in second.
by the
Second Street.
bathroom,
It's
right
right
by
because
the, yeah,
in case you needed to go,
Yes.
the bathroom was there.
Well,
right,
Although your mom would go, if you need a pee, go in the water.
yeah,
the water.
right, the bathroom is right in front of you.
Exactly. If you need a
Yeah, but
pee.
no one went in there. It's
We
disgusting.
we didn't do we I
No,
don't know. It's nothing anything I considered was to pee in the ocean. How about you,
no.
Malcolm? You sw
I I plead the Fifth Amendment.
Oh, okay, because we knew it's a yes. Anyway,
Hmm.
I
because
mean, guys, I
guys
think
don't
guys do that
care. They
more
do
often.
anything.
But we've been friends. We've been together since we're infants, and we've
Little
always
ones.
been together since we were
But what is
babies.
that song from Friends, 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 We Will Always Be? That's from some movie.
Friends,
No,
Is that fair to
friends,
say?
friends,
friends.
friends, friends, we shall
We will
always
always
be.
be. Right. Da, da, da,
That's
da,
from Jerry Mahoney's show. It was
da,
from what's his name in
da,
Jerry
da.
Mahoney? What's the
Paul Winchell.
puppeteer?
Paul
Paul
Winchell?
Winchell. Every day, that's a song he would sing.
Wow.
No,
Cool.
but I think that was from a movie also.
I
Yeah.
just remember it from
Well,
TV.
I can't remember, when I'm one, that's
I,
for
I
sure.
seem to have Gene Kelly and one of those old dance numbers and
Always
Judy
be.
Garland.
Oh, Judy, Judy, Judy.
But anyway,
Judy,
do
Judy,
you know
Judy,
Judy.
that Paul
Judy.
Winchell also was involved with the artificial heart?
Yes, he was a genius. A
So,
genius.
so was Hedley Lamar.
Well, she
Hedy
was
Lamar.
the yeah, Headley.
She Headley.
Hetty.
Right, right.
Headley.
Well, that was Blazing Saddles, right?
Blazing
Those.
Saddles.
Hedley Lamar.
Headley. It's
But
Headley.
she developed the
The code.
configuration and to
Yeah,
do a cell phone.
it was a
You
forerunner
know,
to the cell
She
phone.
she's the four.
actually was one of the people for internet.
You know,
It wasn't Gore, it was Hetty Lamar.
uh,
She's one of the geniuses. Genius.
you're a
Anyway,
Woman.
genius.
guys, I hear you had an exciting day yesterday.
We did.
Bree,
we
tell us what you did.
um well we have this ongoing shopping saga since we're young, and then especially when we were like tweens and then
Yeah.
high school. But we would go to yeah, we would
Yeah.
go shopping a lot. And I would drive her nuts. She's the ultimate consummate shopper, and I'm like, pick something out for me so I can get the hell out of here. I
I
never
never could
loved,
afford anything. I never
I,
bought.
well, you bought some
I
stuff. Yes, you did.
I
You
bought
bought stuff.
only, you know what
Bought
I
records
got?
sometimes. You
Records I
bought some, you
bought.
bought some stuff.
I
You
bought
wouldn't buy
occasionally. Most of my
anything.
stuff was layaway, but I got most of my clothes from Irvington Place at your mom's store because
That's
I
right.
would work there. So
Right.
your mom, instead of
We
giving
give
me
some
money,
stuff. She'd give
she
some
told me
stuff.
take clothes.
Yep, that was the clothes closet in
Yes.
parentheses and what's in. I mean
And
that
I was very well dressed
you
because I
look
got some very cute stuff.
adorable. You look
I was
adorable.
dressed.
But
Adorable.
you got mini skirts. We went shopping for jeans on Nostrand Avenue. Well, I
Yeah,
forgot.
because they were
It
five
was
dollars a
cheaper.
pair
It
because
was
that's what I could
cheap.
afford. Yeah, I
Yeah,
didn't
and
have
then
the money.
sometimes my uncle had a store, the Pirate's Chest, and
Yes, I
we were able
remember
to go
that.
in there, and it was.
There.
I mean, we would
Well,
get
for
like.
jeans, I think in Coney Island they had the Jean Factory.
That was on Avenue S or
Was
T,
that Coney
Avenue
Island
T.
Avenue?
They
Was
they
that
It
had
was
one
Coney
over
on
Coney Island
Coney
Avenue.
Island Avenue?
yeah,
Right.
they
Coney
had
Island
one on
Avenue off of
Coney Island also.
Avenue T.
They had the one in Coney Island also. I
Okay,
think
we went to that one, the
Neptune
one on
Avenue.
off of Coney Island Avenue and Avenue T, I
But they
think
were
T
all
or S.
knockoffs on Levi's. They weren't Levi. They were.
Bell
Knockoffs.
bottoms, big, big bell bottoms,
Bell
elephant
bottoms
bells.
were pretty big.
That was the
Yeah,
big thing back then.
it was a big deal,
But
And
I
they were
remember.
$5 and they tailored them for
I know
free.
that was even crazier, you
And I could
know.
afford to buy a pair like every 6 months.
Yeah, and that's when we were probably a size 4.
So,
Or
Really,
two.
we were like really like 4, 6, something like that.
the,
6
the,
We
the,
were
tops.
the,
tiny.
the days of
Tiny.
Twiggy.
It was we were
Yes.
pretty skinny. I
Yeah,
mean,
beyond
we were good.
skinny.
We were good weight, but we were not, we can
If
yeah, we were small size
You weren't emaciated.
back
if
in the
I
day.
weighed maybe 85, 90
Mm.
pounds, sopping wet, both of
Yeah,
us.
I'm like
It
yeah,
was a
I me
lot.
too.
And how
We
tall are
were
you?
like, you know,
My height now is 5'8".
since
Since
she
I'm
was
11 years
6.
old. 11 years old, I stopped
And
growing
you
in height.
still to this day walk fast knowing that my legs don't. Yesterday you did the same thing. She's dragging Sergeant's delicatessen in a suitcase. She's and I'm laughing. And we're looking at this thing about bunnies on fire. I mean,
Bunnies on fire?
That was so funny.
I have to post that. I have to post
You
that.
have to send me a picture of it.
I'll
You're supposed
send
to
it to
send.
you. I'll send it. There's this brownstone, and they every season that I've seen they do it Christmas, they do
Yeah,
Valentine's Day.
but
I
this is
wind up
politically correct.
Valentine's Day. They did the same thing. They did a political
Hmm.
thing because they were basically like, love is dead or something. Whatever. The people have very good senses of humor and imagination. I don't know who they
So,
are. I'd love to find out who they are
so
actually.
where did you guys go
Hmm.
shopping
We wound up
Yesterday
yesterday?
in
where
Macy's.
we wound up in Macy's, which is still the world's largest department store. That's a
Yes, it
big
is.
place, man. That place
But
takes
you
up
know what?
a whole
I was so
square block.
disappointed.
The one on 34th
Disappointed.
Street?
Yeah, the
Yeah,
main one. Yeah, that's the big one.
disappointed.
Yeah, we didn't
And
really. Go ahead.
I didn't think anything. Usually I'll find now I shop and I'll spend the money. It has to be on sale and I have to have a coupon. Well, that's me. But I will shop and I usually come home with a few things. Dennis was shocked
Hmm.
that I didn't come home with anything.
You should have
There was
bought that
nothing I wanted.
Coach
There's
bag.
nothing there I saw that said to me, buy me.
Yeah,
I didn't see
yeah.
anything. I was so disappointed.
Well, we did see the minute we walked in, we saw a Coach bag.
That was good.
Okay,
I may
two of
be
them.
getting it still.
One was
Yes.
denim, and one was it had like in print like New York and different like
Mm-hmm.
cool things on it.
Yes.
And then we start talking to the lady, and I said,
Yes.
she'll be back. All she has to do is call up her husband and scream at him, or they start a fight, and he'll buy her
A Coach bag.
he'll buy her a Coach bag. And they didn't quite believe what I was saying. And you're backing me up the whole time, and I'm saying,
The whole
believe
time.
me.
Believe
Believe
me.
me, I know this because I remember a number of times there was a coach on Madison, I think it was,
Yes,
and
it was
he'd meet
Madison
me at Grand
Avenue.
Central, and he was like,
Mm-hmm.
I'm so pissed. I'm so pissed. We're going to the Coach store. And she goes in the store. She buys a wallet. She buys a thing. And I'm like,
I buy
oh,
bags
please.
for anywhere from like a small
Yeah.
bag for like 400 bucks
Uh,
to a couple thousand. I don't
uh,
care because he got me pissed off. And he says, go buy a bag. So
yeah.
last night I get home and I say to him, you know, you suck. You
Yeah.
suck. I
That's
don't
right. You
like the way you're
called
looking
me.
at me. And then I call her up. We had a fight. He
Right,
said I could
right.
go get a bag.
Go get a bag.
It wasn't a real fight,
It
but
wasn't a real fight,
most of the time it isn't, but it's most of the time.
but most of the time it's not.
Sometimes though.
Well,
Mm,
if you can afford it, that's the way to make your wife happy.
That's right.
yeah.
I mean,
But
she's
then
not
he
asking
goes to
for
me,
that
why do
much.
you need another bag right now? You
For
don't.
what? No, you
He
just go,
goes,
why not?
why not? I said, but you're right, because I'm going down south and I'm going down to Memphis and there's a lot of leather. And so I said, I'll wait till I get home. I'll see if I don't find anything down there. So I like fringes,
Oh, we saw something with fringes that was
a
interesting.
dress.
I almost thought
Yes.
you were going to get that, but then you
It
punked
was
out
just
on it.
very heavy.
Maybe you
Well,
don't
that's
go
It's
the
to
thing
places.
heavy.
about it.
You go to Macy's, go like to Saks or
I would
Yeah,
have gone to Saks next, but you know what? I love Bergdorf's. Bergdorf's is one of my favorite shops because they have each of the designers, it's astronomically expensive. But
mm.
outside the designer section, they have these racks and it's all on sale. And it's like basically for nothing. So I usually go in there
So
and
we
I
have to go
wait
there
till
next time.
yeah, that's our next
Oh,
stop.
no,
but
And they had the best bathrooms in New York.
the cleanest.
right, I think they're rated. They're rated
Yes,
and
I
they
rated
feed
them.
them.
But
We
they
did
have
too.
in Macy's. Remember the last few years when I did shopping, they have their own brand that they make of suits and
Ink,
pants and everything.
Ink. Yeah.
ink. Some of it's
What
good.
is
I
it?
buy some stuff. Ink, INC,
I see.
period.
No, there wasn't any. It was something else. Maybe it's not.
That's the
Mink.
women's. That's ink.
I don't know what the men is. I have no
The
But
idea.
anyway,
men's are oh God, I can't think of the men's. I know what you're
The
talking
men's
about.
are shrink. No,
yeah.
I
Well,
don't.
I can go in my closet and look, but I know that the best sales that they have is when they have a 50% sale off or 60%
Yeah,
sale off, and then they have it 50 off of that.
I'm waiting
But they only
Well,
have
for
that.
only if you
June.
have a coupon for that, though.
You have a coupon and you need to have a
No,
Macy's card.
it's only their own product, the
Right.
thing that they manufacture.
Well,
Hmm.
it's probably made in China.
Everything's
Anyway,
made in
Okay.
China or
right now I wouldn't buy anything. My last purchase I made, I got a couple of plates and they're made in Portugal and they're
Ah,
beautiful.
nice.
And I want because I'm getting rid of anything that's plastic in my house. That's a whole other thing. So
Yeah, I'm
anyway,
not.
then,
Yeah.
yeah. So we went
By the way,
on from
did you change all the dishes? You make your house kosher
sure.
for Passover?
No. Um,
Yeah.
I
Mm,
used to.
you
I
used
have
to.
a whole set of dishes downstairs. I would change silverware, I would change dishes.
Hmm.
Everything had to be changed because Les's family was his dad and
They were.
his dad's and his uncles are ultra Orthodox. And now my husband is, you know, there's reform and there's conservative and there's Orthodox, and then we have a new category, sub-reform, and that's what
And
we are
flex
now.
and more
Uh,
flexidox.
I'm not even that. I'm sub-reform.
Yeah,
So
I was always
I
sub-reform.
did buy my matzahs and I did buy my matzah meal.
I'm going
I
shopping
have to get some
tomorrow.
other stuff before, but yeah. But anyway, so we
But
went from the Coach bags thing when we had this conversation about
Yep.
getting a Coach bag if your husband you were pissed off at him and I get a bag. And then she goes, "Well, I want you to try this makeup." And I don't remember the name. What
They
was the
didn't
name?
have it. It's Laura Geller. It's
Yeah,
really good. It's
it's
really good
online.
food.
Right.
Yes, and I will get you some.
So they didn't have Laura Geller, but we then started speaking to this woman because we asked her about it. And then all of a sudden we're looking and she looks at me because she said, "Oh, you definitely need
hmm,
something. You need to get rid of your little forehead wrinkles and your whatever." And I'm like, and she says, "There's this great product you can try." And then she looks and then the redhead goes, "Yeah, well, I had my face done." And she goes, the woman who well, she was 80 years old.
Yeah, she was 80. She looked
This
phenomenal.
woman, she was
She
80
looked
years
phenomenal, and she's
old.
beautiful.
She was
Yeah.
beautiful. She did not look 80. I was
No,
shocked.
she looked like she was
Uh,
70
you
or
know, even
65.
in the
She looked
60s,
gorgeous.
she
Yeah,
looked great.
she's gorgeous.
So anyway, so this one goes, yeah, and then they start talking about it, and they're talking, they're losing me at that point, and then they're going, oh, you look great, you look great. I'm like, okay, this is a conversation going on 5, 6, 7, 10 minutes already, and then this one goes, oh yeah, but like maybe next month or the month next month, one or something, I'm gonna have some Botox done over here, and I'm like, what? You know, in the store, and the other person on
Uh,
the other side was like, huh? And I'm like, okay, I figured I'm not even
I
getting in on
am
this.
done.
I'm
Oh,
not
by the
getting
way, the men's brand is Club Room. That's Macy's is Club
Yeah,
Room
clever.
Macy's Club Room.
for
Okay.
men. That's
We sh-
theirs, and ours is Inc.
Okay, we should get them to sponsor us for this segment.
Definitely.
Anyway.
But what I like to, I mean, my favorite place to go shopping when I lived in New York, I had over here also, was Bloomingdale's.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
We used to shop and we used to walk through Bloomingdale's because her mother-in-law used to work there
Yeah, we
at Ralph
actually
Lauren.
spoke of that yesterday with
Yes, we spoke
went
about that too.
we
But
went
we
to
used to
Ralph
go through
Lauren.
there and
Yeah.
singing the Beverly Hill, no, the Gilligan's
No,
Island
Gilligan's
theme
Island
song
Mm.
at
because
full
someone dared us.
at literally are at full screen capacity. It wasn't even, like sit right back,
Said,
and
right
we'll
back in
scream.
here now,
You
let's
can
have
hear us
an
through the whole
ocean.
makeup section. It was pretty,
Yeah,
It
because
was
I
really
like the
funny.
men's, I like the men's at the Bloomingdale's because when you go in there, the shop for clothes, the salesperson looks at your body type and he tells you what would fit and what wouldn't fit.
hmm
Yeah,
If I want to, if I say I'd like to get the, blah blah suit, he said, no, that's not for you because they have narrow legs and you're more broad. You need something, and he would
that's
know, and he would, give me the right suit and jacket, and then he wouldn't let me out like that with a suit or sport jacket. He had to sell me a shirt. Well,
of
of
this goes
course.
with this
With the,
shirt
and
the
then you
and
need
shirt,
a
he takes the
tie.
shirt and
and a
puts it
tie.
under the jacket.
Right, and then the
Yeah,
tie it goes with the suit. Yeah,
Right.
yeah. My mother-in-law worked for Ralph Lauren in Bloomingdale's,
I
and
used to get a lot of
she
good
was one of
deals
the
there.
lead plaintiffs in an action because women were not getting the same amount of commission, and they got sued. And my mother-in-law was in the lawsuit, and the
Good.
women won. It took them a few years, and so because the men got 6%, and now then she was getting the women, she was like the first one of the first ones to get the 6% commission,
Yeah.
which was great actually. And then
Then they
she
stopped the commission.
I don't know what's happened. Now they stopped the
They
commission?
stopped the commission. Now it's everything's just salary.
Really?
Yes, except
Wow.
for the high designer sections that they're being paid by the designers themselves, not through
Right.
Bloomingdale's.
Most of I remember years ago, the high price things at that time, fur jackets or the jewelry,
Mhm.
was they were concessions. The
Yeah,
department store would rent out that area to
yes.
company.
They used to
Right.
do that. Now everything is it's bought because when I was modeling and they used to come in and it's all part of the store itself. It's now buyers from the store. It's not buyers from the designers.
Mhm.
They
Well,
stopped that years
well,
ago.
Gloria was buyer from this. I mean, it was commissioned
It's
for the whole time when they won the
they
suit.
s-
It
yeah,
was
but
for
they stopped
years. It was
after
for
she yeah,
years.
but after
After
she
she
left,
left, yeah, it probably
it
stopped.
stopped. It
But
stopped a
she,
few years back.
I like going shopping. I don't necessarily like buying. I like
Mhm.
going shopping to see what's there, and my wife, sort of goes crazy like that.
Les does the same thing.
No, I want to
He looks,
buy and I want to buy.
he's a yenta, and then
Yeah,
you
I
come with
look.
nothing. I mean,
Dennis sits down and he waits. Okay, I'll sit here. Just do what you need to do.
yeah, no, no, he's
And
a
then he
yenta.
pays.
He's a
Oh, and the
yenta.
best part with shopping with Dennis, I'll go, which one do you like? This one or this one?
Take
And I
both.
can't make up my mind.
He
He
goes
goes, I'll
both.
just buy both.
Right, right. Yeah. Well, at least
That's
you
why
come
I
with
take him
me.
shopping. I'm not
I
stupid.
listen. If they would do
I
that, I'd take them shopping with me.
me too. I take him shopping with me. So So then we wind up looking for shoes,
Oy,
which literally went nowhere, except the fact
absolutely.
that I saw, because it was like 30% off shoes if you bought one pair and 40 if you bought
Well,
two
if you get
pairs.
two, yeah.
And I saw these, I needed some kind of flip-flops for the beach and the pool.
Right.
And the Clarks were, it was on sale. So I wound up
They're
buying,
comfortable.
I wound up buying flip-flops, not shoes I need for my dress,
Nope.
because we really didn't see anything, right? I
There's
mean,
not one thing, not even from me. I saw nothing. They had the big, ugly, clunky heels or the stilettos, or they had a couple of nice looking shoes, but they were made of
it's
cardboard.
like
And you
board.
walk
It's
in
like
them,
you walk, yeah.
it's disgusting.
You won't have
The
any
quality.
knees left and your feet left. Les loves these shoes because all his patients
Oh,
wear
I
them, and
know.
it's a podiatrist's dream. It's like because the
Keep
shoes
buying
are
them. Buy
they're so
them.
crazy. Yeah, go buy them. Go knock yourself out. He sees more. You know what the biggest injuries he sees are people that wear the old flip-flops we wore to the beach,
Oh,
and it, with
yes.
the toes, and people wearing them in the summer walking in the city,
Yeah.
and they
Oh my
get
God, that's
and
the
they step
stupidest
on
thing.
glass, they step on this. He goes, it's unbelievable. He
Where
tells
they,
them, do not wear stuff like
where
that.
they trip.
But then he goes, kitchen,
Well,
kitchen.
this is true, but still he warns them, but they have to
That
listen.
is dumb. I won't wear them.
I
I wouldn't
don't,
even walk my dog in them. I wouldn't
no,
even walk my dog to take a quick
no.
piss outside. I wear sneakers no matter what.
Well,
It's ridiculous.
sometimes I get lazy and I have like
But-
slipperies, these
Oh,
slippers.
I wear my slippers all the time.
I
But
take
they're indoor outdoor
when I
slippers.
take the dog, yeah, when I take the
They're
dog
indoor
out just
outdoor.
now
around
the
the
I
important
have
property.
thing,
Uggs.
have you bought a
I have
dress yet?
Uggs.
Okay, so we were supposed to originally go to Macy's to buy a dress, but
Yes.
I was kind of tipped off, and then I remembered someone telling me about this vintage store, which is not far, a couple of towns up. And it's a funky, you would love this place. It has
Uh-huh.
pins, it has junk jewelry, it has like they had a denim jacket with Las Vegas stuff all over with sequins. I have to see if
Ooh.
they still have it. I mean, I would show it to you. I would get it for you. I know how much it was. And they have instrument, it's like in the village, like it would be in the
Yeah.
village. But then you go into the back and there's racks of gowns and
Mm-hmm.
dresses in top quality condition.
Yep.
Uh, and and then she said and then she takes me to the second side of the store, and there's more because it's behind everything.
Yes.
So she shows me this dress, which was gray, and then I don't know, it didn't hit me. And then she's going through. She goes, "There's one here, and it's been waiting for you. It's just been waiting." And she pulls out this beautiful navy dress with beaded on the top and it's chiffon.
Yvonne,
The
skirt.
quality of this dress puts to shame anything I've seen, like anything. And sure enough, I mean, it needs to be a little tailored here or there. Um, I tried it on. I'm like, this is the best I'm gonna get at this
That's it.
point. I'm just getting it because it's pretty, it's good, it fits the occasion and it'll be zhuzhed up, so it'll be good. I
But
gotta
did
get
it,
zhuzhed up.
but
You
did
gotta
it fit
zhuzh
in?
me up.
Did it
She needs
fit?
to
Mm-hmm.
zhuzh me up for
Did
sure.
it fit your budget?
Well, considering the week before I saw a dress that was like $2,000, this was definitely a really good buy in comparison. So, and I'm like,
Good.
I'm not, 'cause I like,
It's very pretty. I saw it.
I'm not
It's
spending
gorgeous.
$2,000 for a dress. That's insanity.
What
Really?
about, do you remember Lynn and Josh when she got married? Her mother bought a dress more money than the wedding gown, and then Lynn got upset and she bought a different wedding gown.
I remember that actually. That is crazy. We
It's
saw,
a,
I don't know how much Sarah's paying for the dress, but we saw some beautiful, she got a beautiful dress. I won't say it. I'm not
Yeah,
supposed to say
Paula,
anything.
your head is getting too low on the screen.
how's that?
Okay.
Uh, Your head's
Then
too low.
I picked out a dress, and I think I did the best of everyone price wise.
Yeah. Which the ones you showed me, you mean?
Yeah.
Or something else? Oh, okay.
No, that I haven't. I have to see what it looks like if it ever shows up. I got it
Well, that's the other
online.
thing. If they're coming from China, good luck to you.
Yeah,
No, this is from South
Max.
Carolina.
Yeah,
No,
Max.
mine's
Again,
from South Carolina.
your chin is on the bottom.
Still?
I
Like,
Yeah, get much
whatever.
better. Okay.
Okay. All right. But anyway, so then
So you bought the dress.
well, I'm actually supposed to pick it up on Friday, yeah. And then I have to get it tailored, so I have to call the tailor and get it
Did
fixed.
you
okay.
get the accessories?
That's the thing. We went for the undergarments yesterday. I have to go to that website. But, this has been crazy because you don't only shop in a store, you shop online now. So so the redhead here has been giving me stuff online. We look at stuff. Do you like this one? Do you like this one? This one, yuck. This one's okay. This one's nice. And then, you need
Adrian Papel, I like her.
pantyhose and under. So I had to
And
get,
bras.
I had to get
Do women wear pantyhose anymore?
Yes, we do.
for wedding, for stuff like
Well,
this. Yeah.
I wear them. Even when I
I
wear a
mean,
dress, I always wear a
yeah, it's,
pantyhose.
no.
it's like in the summer,
I,
though, not that I
I,
wear them,
s-
but I tend to not
I
actually.
still do because
To
that's
wear
my
in the
mother always
summer?
says you finish. Yes, you always finish off your look.
I know, but it's the summer and it's hot. Who
I
wants
don't care. I
pantyhose?
finish my, I still
Eh,
wear it.
I'll finish this. But anyway, so then I got measured, and the women were really nice, the salespeople, and then we start talking to them, and then we're getting into conversations, and like, where do you live? Where do you? I mean, we wound up. One of them's from Brooklyn, and we're like, I'm
And
from
then she
Brooklyn. We're
said,
from Brooklyn,
and then she goes, well, I lived in Queens in
right?
Jamaica. And I said,
But
oh, I lived
mm,
in Briarwood. She goes, oh my God, we're right down the
it
block
was
from
like we
Jamaica.
were just chatting up a storm with all the salespeople we met were
Yeah,
really sweet.
it's so funny. Like when I meet people and they're from Brooklyn, I'm from Brooklyn. I sort of do like Jewish geography. We're in
Yeah,
Brooklyn.
Yeah,
right. Jewish
What
geography
we're
of
street?
in
Brooklyn.
Brooklyn. What?
What high school did you go to?
Oh, and
Yes,
I'm gonna bring up
yes.
a sore point right now, Malcolm. The odds of me ever rooting for the Dodgers again is zero at this point.
Oh,
Zero.
because
Zero. It's zero. I'm
they
done.
saw the president.
I'm done. Yeah, that was
Well,
outrageous.
that's it. Don't want to discuss it, but this is
That
what my thumb says.
this is what
Well,
my thumb
how
says
about
too.
Bill Maher having dinner with him?
Um, I have not watched him. He had a lobotomy a couple of years ago. So he's off my list too.
No, he's just
I
off the list
got
too.
it's
He's
been
been off my
years.
list for a while. Yeah,
Yeah,
years.
mine too.
He definitely had a lobotomy. Like Tom Waits said, I'd rather have a bottle in front of me than a frontal lobotomy.
Well, lobotomy.
Bida boom. Um, so then we start looking for, like, the pantyhose stuff. We really never got there because she was telling me about these online things, and
I
we're in the
still think you
middle.
should go online for the
I will.
Vandal.
I will. So we're looking it up. We're in the store and we're online looking for these things. Then we wind up at Sarge's for lunch because our Chinese restaurant that we knew forever closed.
Is this in
Closed.
Manhattan or just
I
in
mean, it's in the city,
Manhattan,
yeah. Yeah, Sarge's on 36, is it? 7th and
37th and
3rd.
38th on 3rd Avenue.
Right. So, I mean, they give quite a sandwich. Oh boy. I mean, corned beef. I mean, it's how was your stuff? Good. You didn't have all of
Oh,
it?
yum.
Oh,
No, Dennis ate,
oh.
let's see, he
Did he have one?
had, no, not yet, but he had turkey and chopped liver.
Oh
Then he
God.
had a little tongue. Then he
Ugh.
had some more chopped liver.
you're making me
Oh my.
And
hungry.
then,
Is this stuff you would eat, Malcolm?
Yeah,
Oh boy. Okay.
turkey was
Come
excellent. I had a
come on.
couple of slices
the
to put
tongue guy,
ketchup on.
I'm
I
not a
don't
I'm
tongue
not
guy,
tongue. Dennis
uh,
loves tongue.
but
Ugh.
but
anyway.
I love kishka,
Oh, I
I haven't
love
I haven't
kishkas.
had kishka in a really long time. I
But
and
I
like that,
also
but
bought chopped liver
gefilte
and
fish. Well, chopped chicken liver,
oh,
but
let
it
me
has to
tell
be
you.
made with schmaltz.
okay. You
Yes,
lost you
I
lost
made
me
that.
there completely because I eat nothing of that. I do not eat
The
fish. I do not
filter
eat gefilte fish.
fish.
I don't eat tuna. I eat
It's
nothing.
my favorite. I eat that all year round.
I
That's like
do
my
eat one
Gefilte
favorite
fish.
thing
food.
though. There is one thing I do eat.
What's that?
I eat fish from fish and chips fish, like if it's cod or
Cod.
something,
It's
and it
codfish.
and it
Yeah.
has to be because it's deep fried and I don't really taste.
Well, that's because of your English background.
Yeah, that's the next show I'm gonna do. I'm trying to get a passport, a British passport.
Mm.
Because since my grandmother was born in London and I have some papers, I'd probably have to get more papers and it won't be cheap. I don't know if I'm gonna do this. But there is a provision that if your parent or your grandparent was born in England, then
Yeah.
you are entitled under certain things
Mhm.
to a passport. And considering the US sucks a moose right now, no, it doesn't suck a moose. Canada would not like me to say that. Um,
No. This
yeah,
moosie's so cute.
I like moose.
Moose.
You like
But
what?
anyway, so I'm trying to see if I can get my little British. I have to make some tea now.
British.
My
British tea.
British. There must be a bit of British blood
British
In
in
blood.
you.
me. Cause every so often I feel like having
What is,
tea.
is this what's hang loose?
Hang
Hang
ten,
10,
hang
man.
loose.
Yeah,
Hang
This is
hang
10.
hang
loose
Hang
loose.
is
loose.
Hang loose, hang 10.
boy.
This
This
is,
is
hello, pinky girl.
victory. This is
This
live
is
long and
live on and
prosper.
prosper.
And of
Not
course, you know
everybody
what
can do
this
that.
is.
But we had a good time. Yeah.
Yes, yes, we had a good time.
Well, the question is, so you bought the dress, anything else?
I bought the undergarment.
Hmm.
Yes.
I
And I
still
bought
didn't.
$250 worth of food and I took home in a suitcase,
She took
a
home.
backpack.
She literally. I'm not kidding. We're looking online at pantyhose while we're sitting waiting for
And you
soup
got
and a
an appetite.
sandwich.
I
And then
had kreplach soup.
she had
Ooh.
kreplach. I had matzo ball, and we sort of split a
Actually, Anna made that for
corned
dinner
beef,
the other night
It's too
with
much.
matzo
corned beef
balls, chicken
sandwich.
soup.
Yeah, I took most of it back, tell you the truth. But
Well,
Les was
Dennis,
very happy. He thanked you immensely.
Mm.
She
I
bought
know, it
Les
was
the
so
half a
funny.
pound
Then
of corn.
Dennis goes to
Anyway,
me,
guys,
did you give
aside
him
from the
my
fact,
bread?
You didn't, and then he was upset about I didn't get him a pickle. And then I told him just
Dennis too.
and I said,
I
Dennis
okay,
is
said
upset you
I
get
said I didn't
pickle.
get him a pickle, and I said just pull your fly down, baby. So
ooh,
there's a pickle.
oh. Anyway, guys, I think it's time for us to leave.
Yeah, I
On
think
that
we
note,
we
I
we
think
we we
so.
left we left on a pickle
a pickle.
because the whole world's in a pickle,
Have,
literally.
have, have,
All right.
I'll speak to you
Lashana
next week.
Tova to everyone.
I'll
Happy Passover to
Happy
everyone.
Passover.
happy Passover,
It starts
Zisen
And
Pesach, as they
Saturday
say,
night,
season Pesach.
the
and
12th.
and hope the world gets slightly better. We'll see.
Okay, kid.
Um,
I'll
all
speak to
right,
you next
I'll
Happy
week.
catch you,
gefilte
Manya.
fish.
I'll speak to you mañana.
I'll see you, Manya. Bye bye.
Shalom.
Peace to the world.